Manibhadra was a wealthy moneylender. He was known far and wide for his immense wealth and his generous loans. People from all walks of life would come to him for financial assistance, and he never turned anyone away. His reputation as a kind and fair moneylender spread across the town, making him a beloved figure in the community. He had a big house, lots of gold, and a lifestyle that many envied. His home was a symbol of his success, filled with luxurious items and treasures from around the world. Every corner of his mansion spoke of his prosperity and the hard work he had put into building his fortune, and everyone knew his name. Wherever he went, people would greet him with respect and admiration. He was a pillar of the community, someone people looked up to and aspired to be like. His presence commanded attention and his words carried weight. He was like the Amitabh Bachchan of his town. His popularity was unmatched, and his influence was felt in every corner of the community. People would gather just to catch a glimpse of him, and his opinions were highly valued. But like a Bollywood movie, life took a turn. Unexpected events unfolded, and his fortunes began to change. The once steady stream of income started to dwindle, and the financial stability he had enjoyed for so long was now in jeopardy. Manibhadra lost all his money, he became poor, people forgot him. The lavish lifestyle he once led was now a distant memory, and the people who once sought his favor now turned their backs on him. His fall from grace was swift and unforgiving. No more respect. Sad, no, Manibhadra was heartbroken. The respect and admiration he once enjoyed were replaced by indifference and neglect. He found himself alone, with only his memories of better times to keep him company. He used to be somebody. Now nobody cared. The stark contrast between his past and present was a constant source of pain. He would often look at old photos, reminiscing about the days when he was surrounded by friends and admirers. He realized money makes the world go round. The harsh reality of his situation became clear. Without money, his influence and importance vanished. The world, it seemed, revolved around wealth, and without it, he was invisible. And when you don't have money, the world forgets you. The bustling city that once welcomed him with open arms now seemed cold and uninviting. He was just another face in the crowd, struggling to make ends meet. Life is tough, my friends. The journey from riches to rags taught Manibhadra many lessons, the most important being the fleeting nature of wealth and the true value of human connections. In the end, he realized that life's challenges are inevitable, but how we face them defines our true character. Poverty is like that annoying relative who comes unannounced. It tests your patience, it tests your character. Manibhadra, once a generous man, became bitter. He forgot his good qualities. He became jealous of others' happiness. He would sit in the market. He would see happy people. He would think, life is unfair. Poverty had changed him. He was not the same Manibhadra anymore. Remember, money comes and goes, but your character, that's what stays. One night, Manibhadra had a dream. He dreamt of a pot of gold. The pot was hidden under a tree. The tree was in a distant city. Manibhadra woke up excited. He thought, this is it, my chance to be rich again. He decided to go to that city. He packed his bags. He was ready for an adventure. Little did he know, this dream would lead to trouble. Sometimes it's better to stay grounded, even in your dreams. Section 4. The Greedy Barber, a sharp mind with a blunt conscience. Manibhadra reached the city, a place teeming with life and energy. The streets were filled with vendors shouting their wares, children playing, and the constant hum of activity. He was tired from the journey, his feet aching from the long walk and his eyes heavy with fatigue. The sun had been relentless, and he longed for a moment of rest and some comfort. As he wandered through the streets, he noticed a small barber shop. The sign was old and faded, but it promised a refreshing shave and a bit of relaxation. He decided to get a shave, hoping it would rejuvenate him. He went to the barber, a man with a sharp gaze and an even sharper mind. The barber was a cunning man, known in the city for his quick wit and even quicker hands. He could size up a customer in an instant and knew exactly how to get what he wanted. He saw that Manibhadra was from out of town, a weary traveler who might be easily fooled. His eyes gleamed with a mischievous light as he planned his next move. The barber started talking to Manibhadra, his voice smooth and friendly. He asked him about his journey, where he was from, and what had brought him to the city. He asked him about his journey, his eyes never leaving Manibhadra's face. He wanted to know everything, every little detail that might help him in his scheme. Manibhadra, being innocent and trusting, told him about the dream that had led him here. He spoke of the visions he had seen and the hope that had driven him to this bustling city. The barber saw an opportunity, a chance to exploit this naive traveler. His mind raced with possibilities, each one more devious than the last. He thought, "This fool believes in dreams, I can trick him." With a sly grin, he began to weave his web of deceit, ready to take advantage of Manibhadra's trust and innocence. Section 5. The Tragic End. When greed meets justice. The barber took Manibhadra to the tree. He started digging. Of course, there was no gold. Manibhadra was shocked. He realized the barber had tricked him. He went to the king and told him everything. The king was a wise man. He listened to both sides of the story. He realized the barber was guilty. The king punished the barber severely. Greed had led the barber to his downfall. Section 6. The moral of the story. Wisdom over wealth. In this chapter we delve into the timeless tale of Manibhadra, a man whose journey teaches us the profound value of wisdom over material wealth. The story of Manibhadra teaches us a valuable lesson. Manibhadra was once a wealthy merchant known far and wide for his riches. However, his life took a drastic turn when he began to prioritize wealth over wisdom. Don't be blinded by greed. Manibhadra's obsession with accumulating more wealth led him down a path of greed and short-sightedness. He started making decisions that were not only unwise, but also morally questionable. Wisdom is more important than wealth. An elderly sage once advised Manibhadra, "True wealth lies not in gold and silver, but in the wisdom that guides our actions." Unfortunately, Manibhadra ignored this sage advice. Manibhadra lost his wealth, but he also lost his wisdom. His relentless pursuit of riches led to poor decisions, resulting in the loss of his fortune. But more tragically, he lost the wisdom that once made him a respected figure. He believed in a dream without thinking. The barber was greedy. He wanted easy money. Manibhadra's downfall was further accelerated by his trust in a deceitful barber who promised him easy wealth through a dream. His greed led to his downfall. The barber's greed and Manibhadra's gullibility resulted in the ruin of Manibhadra's business and reputation. It was a harsh lesson that shortcuts and greed only lead to downfall. Remember, friends, shortcuts in life often lead to long-term problems. The easy path may seem tempting, but it often leads to dead ends and regrets. The harder path, guided by wisdom and integrity, leads to true success. Be wise, be kind, and don't be greedy. In our lives, let us strive to be wise and kind. Let us help those in need and avoid the pitfalls of greed. Wisdom and kindness are the true measures of wealth. That's all from me, Kapil Sharma. I hope you found this story enlightening and thought-provoking. Remember, the lessons of Manibhadra are timeless and relevant even today. Stay tuned for more such stories. Join us next time for another tale filled with wisdom and life lessons. Until then, keep learning and growing.